Good news to everyone that is watching and, of course, listening to me right about now. You are not watching this message by mistake. It is not a coincidence that this video has been recommended to you. Brothers and sisters, there is a word that I want to release towards your life. I believe it's going to change your life. I believe it's going to bless you. Some of you, what you know about yourself is not who you really are. There are so many people that have lived a lie. Right from your childhood, words have been spoken about your life that defined who you are, and yet that is not who you were. To the extent that you have believed that it is the truth, and yet it is deception. In the last days, there will be so much deception that even if it's possible, even the very elect could be deceived. So it's very important that you watch and pray. Don't just listen to anyone that speaks into your life. Know the spirit behind that person. There is always a spirit that operates in a person. So you need to discern spirits. I pray that God gives you a spirit of discernment so that you can be able to distinguish the spirit of truth and the spirit of deception. Today's word is from the book of Matthew, chapter 16, verse 13 to 20. Matthew, chapter 16, verse 13 to 20. And it reads, When Jesus came into the region of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, saying, Who do men say that I, the Son of Man, am? So they said, Some say John the Baptist, some Elijah, and others Jeremiah, or one of the prophets. He said to them, But who do you say that I am? Simon Peter answered and said, You are the Christ, the Son of the living God. Jesus answered and said to him, Blessed are you, Simon Bar-Jonah, for flesh and blood has not revealed this to you, but my Father who is in heaven. And I also say to you that you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of Hades shall not prevail against it. And I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven, and whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven. And whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. Verse 20, Then he commanded his disciples that they should tell no one that he was the Christ. Can you imagine? Jesus commanded it was a command. It was not a request. For this issue, it was a command. He commanded his disciples that they should tell no one. It doesn't matter who they are, whether they are the relatives, brothers, sisters. They should tell no one that he was the Christ. There was a reason. Listen, do not be so quick to reveal to people who you are, because not everyone is interested in knowing who you are. And even if they are interested, their interest could be of a bad and evil plan. When some people, the moment people know who you are, who you truly are, they will start fighting against you. They're not fighting against you, it's because they actually don't understand you. You'll start hearing that so-and-so envies you. So-and-so is against you. You see, in Jesus' ministry, he was careful to reveal himself to the people. There's a time when people wanted to make him king. Oh yes. There's a time when the Pharisees wanted to destroy him, to kill him before his time. You'll be attracting a lot of things. So it's very important sometimes to remain quiet. I pray that God gives you the heart to speak when he commands you to speak, and to remain silent when he commands you to remain silent. Now the Bible says, Jesus asked his disciples, who do men say that I am? Who do men say that I, the Son of God, am? So they said, some say John the Baptist, some Elijah, others Jeremiah, or one of the prophets. Can you imagine that his disciples' knowledge about the Master, the disciples' knowledge about Jesus was based on what rumors are spreading, was based on what others are saying? Can you imagine his disciples stayed with him for so long and yet they did not understand him? You can live with someone for quite some time, years, and yet they don't know who you are. Their knowledge about you is based on the outside. This should be an eye-opener, that even your parents may not know who you are. Yes, they gave you that name, but they don't know who you are. They have failed to understand your character. They have failed to understand what you carry in the inside of you. They have failed. This is why it's important never to allow your parents to choose your career path. Never to allow your friends to determine your career. What is it that God has spoken about you? Your parents may want you to be a doctor, a psychiatrist, but that's not what you want to be. So this is what Jesus said. He asked his disciples, but who do you say that I am? Simon Peter answered and said, you are the Christ, the Son of the living God. Out of the 12, it is only Simon Peter that was able to identify. Most of the people that are around you know 0.5%. In fact, 0.5% of you is too big. 0.1%. That's what they know. That's what they know about you. The rest, in fact, 0.01%. That's what they know. 0.01% of you. That's what they know. Listen, before Peter could take the credit, Jesus turned to him and said, blessed are you, Simon Bar-Jonah, for flesh and blood has not revealed this to you, but my Father who is in heaven. If you want to know who you are, it is the Word that reveals. And the Word that was made flesh is Jesus. It is God that reveals to you. Don't go on asking people to know who you are. Don't go on. Because they will never know who you are. It is the Lord that knows who you are. And even Peter did not know who he was. Simon did not know who he was. He didn't know what his name was. He said, the Bible says it clear that Jesus said, and I also say to you that you are Peter. And on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of Hades. That word Hades is translated to hell. Some translations will say the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. Simon did not know who he was. When he was a fisherman, he used to call himself Simon. Then Jesus comes and tells him, you are Peter. Brothers and sisters, this word is so exciting. I wish I could share this word with you. In fact, the Bible says, and I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven. And whatever you bind on earth, listen, whatever you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. And whatever you loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. Very beautiful word. Very powerful word. So it's important that you get into the word. Because the word is truth. The Bible says that Jesus is the way, the truth, and life. He is the only way, only way. There are no other ways to the Father. It's only Jesus. I heard of one preacher from Texas, Houston, Texas, who said that there are many ways to the Father. Let me tell you, it's only one way, and that way is Jesus Christ of Nazareth. There is no other way to God. That is the truth. Brothers and sisters, I hope this word has blessed you. Till next time, shalom.